Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more My Next Life as a Villainess. All routes lead to doom! Pirates of the Disturbance! We get to say that because it's a new route. I wasn't gonna, and then I was like, you know what? We should. It's a new route. We've started a thing. I gotta remember to do it now for the next two. Anyway, we're starting cardboard cutouts route. I mean, Nichols route. I'm teasing him, okay? I'm sure he's gonna turn it out and it's gonna be fucking amazing, okay? It's just, I know he can't because when he turns on the charm, everybody swoons and faints in a 50-mile radius, and the poor boy's trying to make sure nobody hits their head and hurts themselves. So he keeps it calm, collected, cool, and cardboard. I get it. So, but I just like teasing him because it's fun. So I really can't actually wait to see what happens, how much charm he turns on and, how fast she fucking swoons. So, but anyway, we're starting Nichols' route today. So, we started in our common route save that I made. Let's eat delicious food is the right answer. We've done the memory scenarios in these. No memory scenarios pop up for him. I checked the guide because it didn't really matter about the, first two chapters, you know what I mean? The only two that pop up are in this chapter, and those are ones that we've done before, so we don't need to worry about those as we're skipping. So that one's one we've done, so we'll just... And I know... Can everyone see? Oh, this one's new. Oh, well, of course, because he's the only one we haven't done, and there's only 4 choices. Because the choices here wouldn't matter for Razi and Silva, probably. Anyway, as I lean over the railing to look at the shore, I start to worry about Sophia. Sophia is the kind of person that often gets pushed by others to the back of the line. And right now, there are lots of people on deck to watch the ceremony. Sophia, can you see? Do you want to switch places? When I turn around to look for Sophia, I hear a response from an unexpected place. Oh, Lady Katerina, thank you, but I'm fine. Oh, that's Sophia. Wait. Why? I got very confused because I thought she got a response from an unexpected place, and I thought Nickel was responding to her, but it's Sophia. I didn't. Okay. Anyway. Lady Katerina, thank you, but I'm fine. I hear Sophia's voice in the crowd before I spot her in front of Nickel. Or Nicole, or I don't know. We're calling him Nickel now. Either way, it just seems wrong. I mean, we had a love interest named Eve, so I guess having one Nicole is fine. But I'm not sure how we're supposed. Listen, I've just been kind of mumbling Nickel as we go really fast, but it sounds like we're calling him currency. But whatever. Listen, that's what you get for having a name that I don't know how to pronounce, and someone is gonna be so fucking mad about this. To be fair, enough of these episodes have gone up and I've been calling him that, so you ain't got no right to be mad now. And I feel like I do better when it's a Japanese name. I can muddle through that a little bit better. A little bit. I'm not saying but a little bit better than names where you're okay, they're either fantasy names or they're European. But to be fair, don't give me this is Tom and Bob. Well, we had Alan over here, so. And Keith. Those are pretty basic. Fucking white boy names, so. Alan also makes you sound like you're 40, by the way. Are there any, okay. 40 to 50. Okay, I'm serious. I don't think I knew of anybody that I ever knew that was named Alan was older than me. Has anybody named their kid Alan since the 70s? Was there anybody born in the 90s or the 2000s or even the 20s named Alan? If you go and you're hanging out with people that are 25 or under 30, is there anyone named Alan ever? Is that doesn't it sound like Edgar or something where you're that's an old man name now? That's a middle-aged man name, Alan. Sorry, Prince Alan. You have a middle-aged man name. And yet Sophia is kind of like Golden Girls. You're 100, but yet at the same time, 16. Yeah, no, but Alan, anyway. So, Nickel must have switched places with her. As always, he's a kind, doting brother. Lord Nickel, you're so kind. He's only a year older, but he's so mature in the way he takes care of Sophia. I smile and Nickel smiles back at me. Oh, see, look, see, he's not being cardboard right now, and it's kind of, look, he's a little adorable. All right. That devilish smile makes me red all the way to my ears. I clutch the rail tightly, not the tail rightly. Guys, I'm not okay. The rail tightly, and Keith taps me on the shoulder once more. Come on, sister, and take a look at the ceremony. Okay. See, that's why he's always cardboard. Oh, Liliana's making an appearance again. But see, it's that, because when he just smirks, this is a little, like, just that nice little grin makes everybody blush profusely, so... What I'm saying, I just like teasing him. I'm not saying he's bad. I like it. It's funny. Anyway. I've finally come this far. I used magic to get this far unseen, but I cannot let my guard down yet. I don't remember her voice fully, but it's okay. Right now, most people are on deck waiting for the ship to set sail. I must search out a place to hide before anyone catches me. If by any chance Marquis Ryle were to see me, I'd be forced off the ship without a single word. Oh, Marquis Ryle, I will not give up. I cannot agree to stay out of sight. I will have my turn to speak. For some reason, I believe that I must take action now before it's too late. I do like that, obviously, like, that's why there's a kind of an order. Because if you did this first, you'd be like, who the fuck is Liliana? But, like, finding her in the closet, and Alan's route introduces her, and now we get a little more in-depth in her. For the time being, I must secure my hiding place. Wait for me, Marquis Ryle. I put my hand over my heart, praying to find an open cabin somewhere as I quietly board the ship. Okay, so now we're back. It's still interesting that in Keith's route we had a little aside with Alan and his feelings, but that wasn't in his route. I mean, it might have been in his route, but we skipped through it because we had already read it. But, like, I just find it weird that that was in Keith's route, like a little, like, moment with Alan instead of the moment with Alan being in Alan's route. You know what I mean? Like, that seems like an odd choice to me. I'm assuming we played with the bucket. Yeah, okay. I have the guide fully up for the whole chapter right here, but, like, I'm, First, alright, this is the best way to start off a day at the pool. I grabbed this thing I decided to play with in both hands. Evo! That looks heavy. Let me help. Oh, it's alright. It is pretty heavy. All the more reason I can't let you carry it. Here, give it to me. Nickel reaches out to take the bucket I'm holding. It weighs more than I expected, and... What is this? Nickel looks into the bucket, curiously. There are toy duckies in it. Chicks? Yes! I saw lots of them earlier. They're so well made. They are, but how are you supposed to play with them? Hold on just a second. There we go! I flip over the bucket, dumping the duckies into the pool before jumping in. The little chibi! I want to be in a pool surrounded by little ducks. Oh my god. Okay, so, you know that there's the duck game? It was a long time ago. It was like months ago. Maybe last year. I can't remember. It was a long time ago. But like, with like, and there's just like little ducks pop up in your little pools, and they're just all sorts of different types of ducks. What the fuck was the name of it? I don't know, but it was like a rubber duck game. Like, it was like the ducks just kind of floated around, and you just, like, whatever. So, I usually watch the Nyan Cave. They're streamers. Well, now there's only one of them. There were 3, and then there were 2, and now there's 1. Okay, anyway. But they were doing a subathon thing, and they were playing that game, and, like, everybody got to be named a duck. Like, that was in chat and doing whatever. And I'm just saying, I still live vicariously through this fucking moment that when it was my turn to be named a duck, I got Disco Duck. I was fucking Disco Duck. Like, the little duck that looks like a disco ball, and when the night sets in, it's like, ooh, ooh, like a party time, and all the other ducks float around because it's like a disco ball. And I'm like, that's me in rubber duck form. Absolutely, a fucking disco ball. And I still cling to that. I love it. don't know why I wanted to share that story, but it's just funny. Oh, I love being Disco Duck. I will always be Disco Duck. Actually, I think they played the game originally just for funsies, and then they did it for the subathon thing later. But I was like, it doesn't matter who gets... I will always be Disco Duck in my heart. It's really sad when your life comes to that, and that's, like, one of the shining moments. You know, when you die and you're remembering things. Remember all the good times? I remember when I was Disco Duck! And everyone's like, that's nothing... And you're like, no, that's a highlight in my life, and that's probably sad, but hey, sometimes some of the highlights in your life just have to be fucking ridiculous. Anyway, come on, Lord Nickel! The toy ducks are floating! This is quite amazing. These tiny things are actually waterproof? Aren't they adorable? Playing with them as they float can be... Right as I was about to say that, the duckies start to sink to the bottom. Oh, they actually show them. That's so cute. I imagine they'd be the same as the rubber duckies in my past life, so I didn't expect this. They sink one after another. Well, maybe they're like dive toys, you know, the things that sink and then you have to dive down and get them. Ah! The duckies are all gone! Oh, Lord Nickel, let's go and retrieve them. That's how you play with them. I remember playing with rubber weights that you throw in the pool and fetch. I think that's how you play with these. Okay, see, we're on the same page. I dive into the water and grab a ducky at the bottom before returning to the surface. This is so cute. I like the chibi. I see. Katerina, you're quite knowledgeable of the ways of the pool. It's hard to believe that this is your first time in one. Oh, look. Oh, now he's beaming. I hope you'll teach me all about it. Nickel smiles like a blooming flower, and from that flower flows the scent of his devilish aura once more. I love it. Ah! Katerina! I almost fall over into the water, and Nickel's smile vanishes in an instant. The wane of his aura allows me to regain my strength and stand my ground. Phew! That was close. I almost keeled over. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is why he's always been very cardboard and very emotionless and like a robot. Not even a robot, literally a cardboard cutout. Because if he just like, hey! And he smiles, everyone almost drowns. So like, I love it. I've seen the way Nickel's devilish aura can claim victim after victim many a time. I thought I'd built up some resistance as we've been together so long. That smile is as dangerous as ever. I'm worried Sister might drown if I lose track of her for even a moment whenever she's near Lord Nickel. Unlike Prince Jordo, I'm sure that nothing will happen between her and Lord Nickel, but just to be sure. And you're really going all out, huh? We enjoy our time playing in the pool, and now we skip. It is funny because this is like a very weird like fantasy world that's almost like ye olde times, but then they have like pools and magic, but they don't have like... But they have electricity, but kind of not, because like, I don't know. Like, I mean, they have chandeliers and lamps and stuff, but are they like... You know, I'm just curious. But then we use magic to light to get the ship to go. So, like, cover it up. Come clean is obviously the Rozzy answer. I think we said that during Alan's route and probably Keith's route and whatever. Sir. So adorable. You know, I love a man in a hat, but he does kind of look better without the hat. But still... It's kind of like the characters with glasses. When you take the glasses off, you're like, no, put them back on. Look better with the glasses. They're just drawn that way. Rozzy was definitely... The hat was the afterthought. It was like, oh, we'll put him with a hat on, but, like, they didn't draw him to be... You know, to be like, he only looks good in a hat. When you take it off, it's wrong. So, anyway, yeah, okay, be an escort. Suddenly, I notice Sophia looks flustered. She must be troubled by all the fuss Jordo and Mary are making. Sophia, do you want to hold hands? When I ask her that, Sophia's eyes light up. Yes, Lady Katerina! Please, let's hold hands! We take each other's hands tightly, and Sophia's smile returns. Really, she's such an adorable girl. Walking hand in hand, I sense the presence of another figure at my side. See, like, he's adorable when he just smirks. Like, he's got so much more charisma. Thank you, Katerina. I look over at Nickel and catch a glimpse of his often hidden smile. Given how much Nickel cares for his sister, he must have been pleased to see my concern for her. There's nothing to thank me for. I'm simply doing what I want to. Sophia's a precious friend of mine. I always enjoy talking to her, but holding hands like this is a special kind of happiness. Oh, okay. See? This is what I'm talking about. He's turning on the charm just by smirking and blushing a little. Like, bravo, game. You're not going to steal my heart away from Rozzy and Silva, don't get me wrong. And then, like, Keith and Alan. Sure, we're going to enjoy the fuck out of this route, don't get me wrong. But it's like, he's basically been stoic and cardboard the whole time, so now when he just has a little smirk like this, it's like, oh my god, look at his little smirk. And it makes you giggle. Like, they did a brilliant motherfucking job writing his character into his sprites. This isn't even writing, you know what I mean? Just being like, okay, his character is, when he just smiles, everybody faints. So, like, let's make him look cardboard in all the other routes where he doesn't ever do anything and he barely blinks and he's got a straight face and he looks like cardboard, so that when you get into his route and he just smirks at you, you're about to fall over. Because you're not used to it. It's new. You know? Like, the first time any of the little characters do that, you're like, oh, look at their little smile. Oh, look at their blood. Oh, it's so cute. You know what I mean? But he hasn't done it the whole goddamn game until now, and you're like, oh my god. Genius. I knew, okay? I knew this is what we were in for, but like, damn. I sort of prepared myself, but I guess I wasn't prepared at all. Jeez. Oh, did I read that? Anyway. I smile back and Nickel looks flustered for just a moment. His smile blooms softly like a flower. That's right. That's simply how you are. But still, I wish to express my gratitude. Thank you. His gaze soft, he reaches for my free hand. He doesn't often touch me, so I can feel my face growing hotter by the second. Ugh! This devilish aura can't be good for my heart. I know, mine either. Worse still, Sophia's still holding my other hand. Being sandwiched between the two beautiful siblings is making my head spin. Lady Katerina, I hope you'll dance with brother at the party too. Somehow I maintain enough consciousness to respond that I will if I have the chance. Now we're at the party. Evil set and poor Ryle. Don't worry, your wife's on board. She'll talk you out of this. Although I'm kind of curious. She's obviously snuck on board every time. So what the fuck happened to her in the first couple of routes? The hell? Like, where was she? And then we're gonna dance with Jordo. And here we go. Silva as a hot waiter, who every single time in the last ones, I'm like, seriously, dude. But now we know. Oh, and actually, wait a minute. We obviously have to ask Nickel. Yeah, hold on a second. And but he flashed up, and there was no need for the eye patch. We could see both your eyes, sir. So, like, the eye patch is there just for funsies? It's just... It just makes me look more like a pirate. I figured it was fun. And we're like, you kind of remind me of that waiter. It's weird. It's the Clark Kent effect. You know, seriously, he just puts on an eye patch and suddenly he's a pirate. He takes it off and it's like, where did Silva go? Oh, whatever. Oh, dear God. Anyway, is there anything particularly good? I look at Nickel for some advice since he's the one who got the food. I haven't heard of anything in particular, but the fruits in the salad are grown exclusively in Quid. You mean these? I start on the salad as suggested and taste a flavor I've never had before. It's delicious! This must be the flavor of Quid. There's a sweetness and sourness that complement each other I've not tasted in Sorcier. I have to get everyone to try this too. Actually, I wonder if they're already eating. Okay. It was just a quick little thing. And then we're going to end up going back to bed. Nope, still grazing through the food. Still grazing through the food. We had a little brief aside with Alan. I guess wasn't he playing? Yeah. Now we got to think about not the dance. Did we never pick the dance? Because the dance should have been Jordo's. That's interesting. We think about the food. It has to be the food. It was so delicious. Nichols' choices were perfect. I think that's the most balanced meal I've ever had. Nichols' an older brother, so maybe he's gotten good at thinking of what others might like. I should ask Nickel for recommendations again at tomorrow's party. Either way, I want to eat my fill of that feast tomorrow. I didn't get to eat until I was satisfied today, so now we're going to go... Now it's chapter 2. Premonition of Fate. Common route! Dreaming, and now we're starving. There's Silva, knocks us out. Rude of him. And there's sexy little Rozzy. God, look at him. I love his outfit, too. Ugh. Oh. Say I'm hungry. Invite to breakfast, obviously, is the Rozzy answer. I was like, can we say this now? No. There's beautiful Rozzy. Don't ask. Oh. Don't ask. Ooh, these choices, I'm pretty sure we've made all of them before. So. Is this where we go on our girl date? Yeah, here we go. Oh, right. No, we have to do one other one where we... this is I Feel Bad. And then we have to say we like quiet type. So yeah, it's weird because... Oh, you know what, though? I made this save after we did Jordo's route. That's why. I was like, we did all the... Right, never mind. The wild types. The kind is probably Rozzy, and wild obviously has to be Silva. But we like the quiet types. Maybe the quiet and mysterious type. Oh my! Then you'd like someone like my brother! Yeah, actually, I mean, I feel like that fits him currently now, too. Well, it's true, I was imagining the game version of Nickel, but just the game version. Perhaps I'll be secretive from today on! What? Mary, I think you're wonderful just the way you are. Lady Katerina! Also, I'm not into girls, Mary. Simmer down. Lady Mary, it's not fair for you to hug her. Lady Katerina, allow me to. Everyone, if there are other guests here at the library... Oh dear, I don't know what came over me. All the other guests are distracted by the fact that Mary's boobs are about to bust out of her fucking top, and she's just shoving them against me, and now it's a pile of girls hugging each other, so if there's men in this library, they don't give a fuck how much noise we're making, because they're over there like, if that girl hugs the other one any tighter, her boobs are literally going to bust out of her top, so like, hug harder! Seriously, I'm not into women, but Mary's boobs are distracting me, okay? It's like, god damn it, girl, what the shit? Wish my boobs were that point. Like, how do you keep those up? God. That corset's gotta have some serious fucking support, is all I'm saying. Your boobs are the size of your head. Like, are they filled with helium? How are they that buoyant? Distracting. Anyway. Listen, that's the one thing you can say, whether you're, like, gay, straight, anything. It doesn't even matter. You don't have to have... I have, like, 0% lesbian in me, okay? The only gay in me is the gay man in me, okay? I'm 100% gay for men. Like, there's no, like, anywhere, like, well, if I was like, sometimes, don't get me wrong, it might be easier, but, like, I don't have a shred of any of that in me, okay? Like, but I think everyone can agree boobs are fascinating, so, like, can't really blame men for being fat. They kind of are. You're like, huh, yeah. I don't know. But not in the, like, yeah, I'm gonna motorboat, but no, but it's like, I... Anyway. Oh, God. Mary returns to her senses and lets go, but it's too late. The other passengers are already staring. Exactly. She's about to bust out of that top. We stealthily retreat from the library. Ugh, and this bitch, he's such a douche, but he's still kind of hot. I'm not gonna lie. It's the horrible attitude. You know what I mean? We've done worse. And we fixed them, so I'm just saying. We talk about a secret character, that would be Frederick. He's not. He's just an angry side character. To be fair, if we were gonna date, I imagined it. In my dreams, that was Silva. Hell yeah, you can be in my dreams. If there's a side character you want to bang, it's gonna be Ryle. I'm sorry, Liliana. I'll kick your ass off the boat because your husband is adorable. And I got no magic, so like, whatever. It's cool. We can fix him. But, you know, then Liliana shows up. Oh, they're so cute together and they love each other. No, we can't ruin that. But I'm just saying, kicking her off the boat's tempting. I don't know how to get back. While searching for the party hall, I somehow find myself on the deck. I look around, but there's not a single person. No one to ask for directions. You know, sometimes cruise ships and ships should have signs. And, like, critical junctures. But the sea breeze feels nice. Having already come out here, I decide to admire the night sky. I put my hand on the boat's railing and breathe in the cool ocean breeze. Looking down from the deck, I notice a woman standing alone a little distance away. She doesn't have eyes, so I'm wondering, but like... But she has a sprite. Interesting. Oh, I didn't see her before. I don't recall hearing footsteps, but it is possible she arrived after I did. Either way, it's surprising to see someone else here. Maybe she's lost like I am. I would feel so much more at ease with a lost companion at my side. I approach her so we can find our way back together. Excuse me. As I get nearer, I see her shadow jerk. I feel like she turned to look at me, but since it's so dark out, I can't see her face. Is it one of our boyfriends in drag? Because I'm not going to be opposed to that. For a moment, her eyes reflect the moonlight. They seem to flicker red. Interesting. Is she a witch? Look at those nails. Her pale arm slowly reaches toward me, but then... Katarina? Huh? Now we're introducing a whole new random witch side character? I mean, I can't say anything about, like, what's when we're introducing a witch or a vampire because, like, whatever, we have magic, so, like, God knows. But, like, we're in another? Who are you? Okay. What? Well, it kind of makes sense, I guess, because we kind of already got, like, the Ryle side of the plot line and everything. You, quote-unquote, don't know who his partner is, but I'm sure, and we know from playing the common route that Set's evil, but they kind of really haven't gone into that too much. Well, no, they have, because at the end of Keith's route, he shows up and is going to try to kidnap people or whatever. So you kind of know, but they haven't delved into that too much. We haven't gone into that too much aside from the common route. So there's still that whole, like, what exactly is he just trying to get Maria? What's going on with that type of a thing? So, like, introducing another character because there's more to the plot line than just Ryle hates magic users. Anyway. I hear someone calling my name, and I turn to find Nickel standing there. Ah, thank goodness. There you are. Lord Nickel? What are you doing here? I overheard Sophia mentioning you hadn't returned, so I decided to come look. Oh, I'm sorry. I went to the restroom and ended up lost. I see. I'm glad I came to look then. It's dangerous for a lady to be allowed to be alone in such an isolated place. Let's head back. Then do you mind if she comes along? She? What do you mean? Huh? Where did she go? I look around, but there's no one there. I swear a woman was just here. What happened? Could it be... A chill runs through me when I realize she's disappeared. Was that A ghost? I would have said a vampire or a witch more than a ghost, but sure, could be. No. This is the Vinculum, a brand new ship. No ghosts are haunting its halls. We don't know that. I'm sure I imagined it. Yeah. What's the matter? Nothing. Let's hurry back. Right. I want to get out of here and return to the lively party right away, but just as we're about to depart, the ship jolts and an alarm bell sounds. Huh? What's going on? We can hear the sounds of distant screaming and running, a commotion. Clearly something's happened. Let's hurry back. Yeah. Nickel and I exchange a glance and nod. We rush back onto the ship. Everyone is dead! Just kidding. Now we're in Nickel's round. See, I mean, that's the most we ever get, that tiny little smirk. But, when he turns it up just a teeny bit more, it's like, thing. As we arrive back inside the Vinculum, the commotion becomes louder. Sorry, buddy, okay? I wonder what happened. That was a big jolt. It's possible we may have run aground, but there aren't any signs of the boat tilting. First, we should head to the party hall. Let's find the others and try to figure out what's happening. Got it! Nickel and I run straight for the party. Just then, we spot someone in the distance dressed in fanciful clothes. He appears to be another guest. I'm glad we found someone. We approach to ask him to ask what's happening, but we approach to ask him to ask what's... Wait. We approach to ask him to ask what's... No, okay, I'm not crazy. That is what it said. I felt like I had a seizure for a moment reading, I read it and my brain was like, I think I blue screened for a second. And then afterward, I'm like, no, that doesn't sound right. Yeah, no. We approach to ask him what's happening. Okay, no. Huh? Was that a gunshot? A gunshot? Then, was that what we heard earlier too? Why does someone have a gun? I feel my legs quiver. Suddenly, an arm reaches out from around the corner and grabs the nobleman in front of us. Ha! Running is pointless. Come here. No, let go of me. That looks like the waiter. What just... Is that a pirate? A pirate? We'll be caught at this rate. Katerina, this way. Nickel grabs my hand and pulls me to a hiding spot. Carefully, we lean out from the shadows and listen to hear a rumble of footsteps growing closer. We pinned into a corner. Damn, you're giving us trouble! If you don't want to be hurt, get over here. Where are you gonna run on a boat? Oh, I don't want to die. Don't. Would you want to be pet or what, bird? You being a jerk. No one said we'd be killing you. Whoa, God, I know we're pirates, but Jesus. The gruff voices and outfits make it clear as day that they're pirates. No way, this kind of stuff only happens in stories. Wait, pirates? Why does that sound familiar? Did Sophia mention it? No, she did, but there was from somewhere else. Yeah, that also sounds like goddamn Tim and Ronald. Jesus. Ugh. Which one of you was drunk typing this? Anyway. But it was from somewhere else. I mean, I get what you said, but there was from somewhere else. That hurts my brain. It's just it's not right. But I fully get what she's saying, but but there's something about it I can't. Okay, we gotta move on because my brain literally is gonna explode. Katerina? Was it before I got on the ship? Yeah, I was in the courtyard at the academy. Just then, someone tugs my arm and places a hand over my mouth. Oh, Nickel. Oh. You know what? When she's he pulled me into a corner, I was expecting a CG where you're pinning me to the wall. But I'll take this. It's not as good as pinning me to the wall, but it's a little sir, are you putting your hand over my mouth and getting a little oh, that's a little untoward. I look up surprised and find Nickel looking at me sternly. Katerina, quiet. Pirates are coming. Nickel's reminder makes me freeze in place. Was I talking out loud? Yes. I did it again. I've always had a bad habit of talking out loud. He scolds me for it all the time, but this case is especially bad. I'm so glad Nickel stopped me. It seems like the pirates are walking away, but just when we think we're in the clear, the footsteps grow louder. How about this side? Got them all, no problem here. All we have to do now is make sure no one's left in the rooms. We hear more and more steps passing right by the hallway where we're hiding. The thought of being caught's terrifying. I turn to my side and deeply regret it. Well, he's got his arm around us with his mouth, but we're kind of like almost pinned to the wall. He's got us pulled to the wall, not quite pinned. Also, I love her little hair accessory thing. It's like going up the side and then wrapped around her, but it's really cute. Anyway. Too close, too close, too close! Nickel's shimmering eyes are just before my own. I could practically make out every individual eyelash. His storybook-like devilish aura is just too much. I nearly faint right there. Having grown up with him, I developed a decent amount of resistance, but I've never taken it on at this range before. Seriously, he's pinning you to him. No, I can't faint! We'll be caught if I make any noise. I still hear pirates nearby. All we can do is stay deathly still. But his beauty really is something. How did Maria handle this in the game? Well, Maria is beautiful herself. Maybe their powers cancel each other out. No, Maria's adorable. Sophia's the most adorable, and then Maria's right above that. But, you and Mary are far more beautiful than Maria is. Maria's cute. Okay? That's the problem. We're always the main characters are always describing her as so beautiful and gorgeous, and it's like, no, they're kind of adorable cute. Sometimes they're beautiful, but most of the time they're adorable. Okay? Because we gotta be sweet and innocent and adorable, like little dainty wallflowers, so let's not get a twisted game. Okay? She's cute. Alright? Pretty. She's the cute pretty, not like the beautiful pretty. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. I never got to play the Nickel route, so I don't know anything about those scenes. All I know is what Atsu told me in my past life. She's gonna make finally. That's right. In the Academy courtyard, I dreamed of Atsu reading the fan book. I had an opportunity to check it out then. I should have taken a closer look at Nickel's CG section. Hey, that's right! The fan book mentioned pirates, too! I don't want that CG to leave me. It's kind of nice. Pirate attack and sink the boat, huh? Actually, I kind of want to see that happen. In my dream, Atsu was reading the Fortune Lover official visual fan book. There was a whole page about it. It read, a cut ending where the boat taking Katarina into exile is attacked and sunk by pirates. Could it be referencing this attack? No way! It did say that the ending didn't make it into the game. In that case, this is unrelated. It's just my imagination. In truth, this has nothing to do with my exile. And besides, the vinculum is well made. It's not gonna sink just because some pirates attack. No, wait. If we're under attack by pirates, we're in a bind regardless of doom flags. They're gone. I hear Nickel whisper against my ear. The hand cupping my mouth moves away. Taking stock of the situation, I realize that everything's become quiet. Pirates have left. I heave a sigh of relief. Goodness, they left before Nickel's devilish aura took me out. Are you alright? Nickel peers at me, looking concerned. Second attack almost finishes the job, but I steady myself and nod. Yes, somehow. Anyways, do you think they're really pirates? I believe so. Their guns were certainly not fake, nor was the fear in that guest's eyes. And they mentioned the name of another ship. It's likely they came alongside the vinculum, planted the ship, and boarded us. Huh. I didn't hear any of that. It seems that while I was wrapped up in my thoughts, Nickel was carefully listening to the pirates' conversations. I believe that was likely the jolt we experienced earlier. With luck, the ship didn't experience serious damage. Oh, really? We're under attack by pirates. I'm certain their intent is to rob us. It's likely they're trying to avoid damaging it. See. Still, this is bad. Huh? And the pirates were headed toward the party hall. What? Whoever's caught will likely be used as a hostage. whoever is caught will likely be used as a hostage. Whoever is caught will be likely be used as a hostage. No, I'm not crazy. It's not that I can't read. It's that Tim and Ronald cannot motherfucking type. Holy shit! Does anybody proofread this shit at all? You know what the thing is like, when you're reading it quietly, whoever's caught will likely be used as a hostage. You're reading it to yourself. When you're reading it out loud, it's so fucking different. So whoever proofreads this shit should actually read it out loud. Because that's when you're like, whoever is caught will be likely be used as a... What? And that's when you're like, did I have a seizure? No. But I swear to God, so far, we're not doing great if we're only in chapter 3. We're at the very fucking beginning of the route. And we're in the first fucking part of this. And I'm already having trouble fucking staggering through this. Like, good God. No, I mean, like, still a good game, obviously. But, like, good God, Tim and Ronald were drunk when they were doing this. Like, boys, don't type on a Friday night after you've been drinking. Just saying. Just either don't drink or don't type. Don't drink and type. Okay? Drink responsibly. And that involves not driving or typing when you're translating a game. Okay? Seriously? Good God. Anyway, whoever's caught will likely be used as a hostage. But the others are at the party. The biggest problem is that the pirates seem too certain of themselves, and there's a chance they already know the ship's layout. If that's the case, it'll only be a matter of time before they take the bridge. What do we do? Let's save everyone. Right, she's gonna save everyone. Come on. Hell yeah. Let's make sure everyone's safe. No. As much as I'd like to, it does no one any good if we're caught. He's right. Our priority should be calling for help while we're still free. Call for help? Can we do such a thing? You're like, what are you gonna do? Whip out your cell phone? This world doesn't have landlines or smartphones. As I wonder on the issue, Nickel glances at the end of the hallway. I overheard Lord Norden at the party that the ship is equipped with a magical device so we can transmit an SOS during emergencies. I believe our best chance to find it would be now, before the vinculum's been completely overtaken by the pirates. Wow, they even have something like that. An impressive collaboration from Quid and Sorcier. And Jordo and Alan are there, so I'm sure it'll be okay. Let's focus on things we can do. Even though he's speaking calmly, Nickel's eyes drift in the direction of the party hall. He must be concerned for the others, especially his sister Sophia. I know full well just how much he adores her. Nickel's right, though. If we get caught too, we won't be able to do anything. Okay, then let's hurry and call for help. Where do we go? Go to the bridge. We should be able to find an engineer. And they should know where the device is. But if luck is against us, they may have already taken it. But we'll have to hope nothing's happened. Nickel seems to refocus and slowly slips out of our hiding spot. With that, we head for the bridge. We proceed through the vinculum, keeping out of sight. Eventually, we reach the hallway that leads to the bridge. So this is the bridge. Unlike the previous hallways, this one is bare of all but simple decorations. It's clearly a staff hallway. But the corridor's so narrow, it would be trouble if we ran into pirates here. Nickel and I glance at one another and carefully inch open one door after another. However, there's no one here. Right. I assumed there'd be someone we could ask. Could they have been captured by the pirates? If they were really able to find this place so soon after boarding, they may have obtained a map of the ship in advance. Who knows where the pirates could be hiding, but we'll have to be quiet. Okay. Tense silence intensifies. We share a nod and continue forward slowly. Moments later, someone appears from around a nearby corner. Oh no, we have to hide! Hey, wait, is that Rosie? Who's there? Oh wait, Katarina. Rosie! I'm so glad you're safe! What are you doing here? Rosie, we're in trouble. The ship's being attacked by pirates. He's like, I know, I hired them. We came to search for the emergency transmitter, but couldn't find anyone to help us. We were at a loss. The emergency transmitter? Let me see. Okay, I understand the situation. We'll take you to it right away. Hey, isn't he weirdly calm about this? Rosie, do you understand what's going on? We're under attack by pirates. Don't seem surprised. Oh, no, of course I'm shocked. But it's hard to explain. In tight spots like this, I always end up calm. Well, the engineers are trained to be level-headed during emergencies. Yeah, likely story, but nice cover. Good cover up, buddy. I see. I do tend to think of ship engineer staff as being the type who are unflappable, no matter the situation. I mean, they should be, because, like, what happens if you hit an iceberg? They can't be like, ah, we're all gonna die! That's not really what you want to hear from the ship crew, you know? When you're on the ship that's sinking, you want to, it's okay, guys, stay calm while they're internally panicking. You want them to portray a level of calmness. It's kind of like, you know, if you're gushing blood, you don't want to run to the hospital and the doctor freak out and pass out because you're bleeding. You know what I mean? You're like, no, my job is to pass out from the fact that I'm gushing blood. Your job is to be calm and stitch my arm back the fuck on. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm just saying. So, you know, might be true, but also a very good cover story because, you know, Razi's like, yeah, no, I have to remain calm in these situations. It's not because I hired them. They must be trained not to panic during bad weather or pirate attacks. Yeah, Nickel ain't buying it. But for now, we should focus on getting the transmitter. Only can't afford to be caught. This way. Rosie motions to a dimly lit room. This is where the device is? Where could it be? Yeah, I can't see anything in this dark. The only light's what emanates from the doorway. Nickel and I search the room. Hey, Rosie, where are the lights? I turn to ask Rosie, only to find he has his hand on the door. His face looks pained. Are you gonna fucking finally admit that he's part of this? Despite the light from the door darkening his face, I can see his expression is complex. Katarina, I'm so sorry. Rosie closes the door and the room goes completely dark. Huh? In the darkness, the clank of the door locking resounds. I mean, I knew it all along he was involved somehow. I think he hired the pirates, not he's he's helping them. So, I mean, like, technically I wasn't wrong from the very beginning. Like, you're in league with the pirates, kind of, sort of. But you're the rich, wealthy lord who's hired them to save Napas. So, like, not a surprise. But I can't believe they're giving us that right now. I mean, it makes sense that they're not going to reveal everything about Rosie and Rosie's route. They would have to reveal a little bit of it to, like, pepper it in for you to be like, ooh. But I'm just like, ooh, I can't believe that they showed us that, like, so soon. It's someone else's route. Damn it. We rush over, but the door refuses to open. Not even an inch. What's going on? Rosie, wait! As I bang on the door, I can make out Rosie's breathing on the other side. Still doesn't open. Eventually, I hear footsteps growing faint. Rosie left, leaving us trapped inside. No way! We're trapped in pitch blackness. Chill runs through my body, and I search for Nickel. My reaching fingers brush the cloth of his shirt. Confirmation that he's here with me provides instant relief. Good thing I'm not alone. Wait, no, this isn't good at all! What is this? Katarina, calm down. I believe there should be a light here somewhere. I can hear the calm of Nickel's voice echo, and then the room lights up. Oh my god. Nickel seems to have found the magic light for the room. I'm relieved to see again, but the situation is still as grim as before. Nickel turns the doorknob again, but it's still locked shut. Completely locked in. What? Why? No. I think this is the staff break room, and I don't see the device. I guess it would be inconvenient for him were we to call for help. Why would it be inconvenient? Who would think help is bad? My first time out to sea, so I have no idea what the issue could be. Maybe the engineers have to do it a certain way. Oh, she's so adorable. It's like she just doesn't... It's not that she's that stupid. You know what I mean? It's just I'm trying to think of any other excuse aside from Rosie's in league with the pirates because my brain doesn't want to believe that. Aw. I get it. If that was the case, all he had to do was explain it. No need for him to lock us in. So what could it be? It's bothering me that the bridge was completely deserted. Not much time has passed since the attack. Too fast to have taken everyone hostage already. And they came straight to the party hall. Clearly they knew exactly how to get around the ship. They already knew the layout. Given that they targeted the bridge too, they must have had inside assistance. Insider? Wait. Yeah. Situation strongly suggests Rozzy. No! Told him we were under attack by pirates. Rozzy wasn't surprised. Most likely because he already knew. Oh.
The emergency transmitter. I see. I understand the situation. I'll take you to it right away.
Love how she's just like, he lied to me. Rozzy said he was shocked, but it's true, he really didn't act that way. And could he really be... I'm speechless. Nickel looks around, inspecting the room. He peers into the shelves, looks under the table, and touches the walls. He closes his eyes and uses wind magic. A gentle breeze flows around him, but after a few moments he shakes his head. There's no other way out. The door's the only entrance. What do we do? Should we break it down? Fortunately, I don't have an axe, but if we batter the door with a chair, we might be able to break through. I did break Keith's door when we were little, when he locked himself in his room. I'm sure I could do it again somehow. My eyes dart around looking for a tool, but Nickel shakes his head. No, I don't think it would be wise to break it down. For now, we should wait and assess our situation. So we're just gonna sit and wait for help? Rather, we need to predict what our opponents will do next. If we were truly needed, I could break down our door with... If it were truly needed, I could break the door down with my wind magic. But it'd be too hard to stifle the resulting noise. Oh, right. Nickel's wind magic is that strong. My own abilities are so weak, I didn't even consider using magic and went straight for the blunt instruments. I mean... You know, she's like the rest of us. Like, let me get a knife and just jab it into the door. Maybe I can, like... Anybody get a credit card? I might be able to, like... Hair, bobby pins, like little sharp instruments. Maybe I could pick the lock, you know? It's like, okay, here's the thing, though. Here's the question. This is the staff dining hall. Why would it be locking from the outside? Why would rooms lock from the out? I mean, the outside locks would be like safes or vaults or something that's like, you shouldn't be in it when it's locked. You know what I mean? But like the dining hall? I think if you're going to lock it, you'd be locking it from the inside, or why? Well, I mean, I guess in all technicality, it's because, like, oh, okay, we lock it during certain hours, so it's locking from the hall. But, like, what if you were I guess you wouldn't be inside, and somebody wouldn't be like, oh, we locked down the dining hall, you know, in the middle of the night, so you would check before you locked it up, but... It's just strange that the dining hall has a lock on it, all I'm saying. Huh. Well, anyway. Just not supposed to think about these things. But if we make a racket, the pirates will certainly catch on. Escaping while still trapped on the ship is nigh impossible. Truth, when I used wind magic earlier, I heard a few people heading this way. It's likely they're guarding the door. Guards? Pirates? Yes, I believe so. Judging from the sounds, they're armed with swords. If we were to engage them, it would be at our disadvantage. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to laugh as I'm doing this, because, like, my bird is sitting here, and he's got his head smooshed into my hand, so I'm petting him. But then he has his little foot up on my finger. So it's like, oh, now you just bit. You were being so cute. But it's like my thumb and my index finger were, like, rubbing his head. And, like, his cheek and stuff, and then he had his little foot up on my middle finger. It's just so fucking... I'm just sorry, but when he, like, tries to hold my hand, it's just so fucking cute, and it makes me giggle. Sorry. Good point. Neither one of us have weapons. In a fight, the only thing we could rely on is Nickel's magic. The only magic I can use is my earth bomb, but with no soil on a ship, there's nothing I can do. Useless here. However, considering what Rozzy said, he's also concerned for you. He may be working with them, but he doesn't seem to be entirely against us. Good point. I remember the pain in Rozzy's voice when he apologized to me. I don't think that was a lie. Maybe I'm being naive, but since we lack information on our enemies' numbers, I think it's best not to try anything reckless. You're right. I see Nickel's point, so I nod. They say when you're lost, you should just stay where you are. The situation may be similar. Sorry. Couldn't think of a better solution. But don't worry, I may not seem reliable, but I promise I will protect you. Nickel looks calm, almost emotionless as he says that, but he looks at me without reserve. See, this is because like emotionless, like cardboard. His facial expressions are as hard to read as ever, but I can see the care in his eyes. I smile and raise a fist. Thank you, Lord Nickel. My magic is useless here, but I promise to protect you too. Let's get through this together. Yeah. See, but then when he like relaxes and he doesn't have his stoic face, he's adorable. Why'd it get so quiet? That's right, Nickel's a quiet person. I remember Nickel's portrayed as the mysterious type in the Otome game Fortune Lover as well. Again, he's mysterious because he can't let his feelings out and open up in his personality, because then, like, if he's like, oh my god, I want to tell you about this book I read, and then everyone would faint and die, and then he's like, I'm tired of killing people. But I smile. Well, I never played the Nickel route, so I only know what he's like in the others. But this really is something. The long silence is starting to feel awkward. Usually the others are with us, so it has been a long time since we were alone together. I have no idea what to say. As I settle down in the quiet between us, my stomach suddenly growls. He heard it! I should find something to eat before it makes any more noise. I'm sorry. I've got lots of pin feathers. But you don't have your little tiny bird to help you get him out more. And you won't let me do it. Oh, you won't let me do it. So they hurt sometimes. Poor birdie. It doesn't mean you need to bite hard. My finger, that hurt. That really hurt. I'm gonna cry. I don't want to pet you anymore, you mean boy. You don't mean it nasty. You're the meanest. Anyway. They do say you can't fight a war on an empty stomach. Maybe there's some food in here. This is a staff break room, so I figure it might have something. I mean, there's glasses and teacups and stuff, and then what the hell's on those are bottles. Like, I don't know. Looks like there's some wine on that counter. Hey, I'm gonna check around to see if there's anything here. Right. I don't know how long they intend to keep us here, so I'll look with you. We searched the room, rifling through the shelves. Ugh, I'm so hungry. I stepped out right in the middle of the party. Food was all so delicious. Wish I had gotten to taste the rest. I recalled the cake I spotted during the party, and my stomach almost rumbles again. I continue to search while trying to be conscious of my stomach. Sorry. Got my hand here, and my bird has my middle finger ripped in his thing, and then he's rubbing his face on it, like he's like, fucking pet me, bitch. Why are you so cute? You're so precious. It's like you're trying, like you're lonely, like you're like, oh my god, I missed you so much, mommy, but you know what? We have a day off of work today. Took a day off because we had to work Friday night and Saturday. So we took the day off work. And it's like I work from home, so it's not like you don't see me 24/7. Okay, not fully 24/7, because we go to bed. When we go to bed, you have to be alone by yourself, because you can't sleep with me, because I might squish you in the middle of the night. Reddit is filled with birdie horror stories of people falling asleep and squishing their birds. You're not supposed to ever sleep with birdies. No. Like, you're not supposed to sleep with babies. You could roll over on a baby. Imagine, birdies are tinier, smaller, very delicate. It's very fragile. You wouldn't know how fragile you are with how nasty you are right now. Anyway, first we find some water and sugar cubes. Anyway, I continue to search while trying to be conscious of my stomach. First, we find some water and sugar cubes. Oh, good. This should last a couple of days. Besides that, we also find some biscuits and other preserved snacks. I wonder if there's anything else. Looking through the drawers, and I find an adorable box with a pink ribbon on it. I thought I saw this at the party somewhere. It was in the dessert corner. I remember planning to check it out later. I pull the ribbon. Inside is a delicious-looking cookie. So good. But there's only one. It makes me happy to find something from the party. I assume one of the staff brought it from the kitchen. Well, too bad for them. Aw, I want to eat it. I feel bad. I look up and my eyes meet Nickel's. Katerina, did you find something? Oh, yes, there's this wrapped box from the party, and it has a cookie inside. I'm happy it wasn't eaten. See, glad. I also found a few containers. And there's a biscuit tin and more water. Maybe he knew that, and that's why he trapped us in this room. Did you not eat much at the party, Katerina? No, I did, but so much has happened, I guess it got me hungry again. Did you eat, Lord Nickel? Not really. I was making my rounds greeting people. There wasn't much time. What? Then you came looking for me before you even got to eat? Did? I had no idea. I'm So sorry. Give him the cookie. Everything considered, I'm glad for it. I would have been far more worried if I wasn't by your side when the pirates came. Nickel smiles. Even in this situation, his devilish charm is immaculate. But if I had only found my way back, Nickel would have been able to try all that delicious food. I feel awful denying him such a precious opportunity. Nickel didn't eat because he was looking for me. He should have this. Honestly, I really wanted to try it. But Nickel is more important. I suppress the wicked urge and hand the cookie over to Nickel. Then, please eat this cookie, Lord Nickel. I have no doubt it's delicious as it was offered during the party. Don't you want it, Katerina? I had plenty to eat during the party. You should have it, Lord Nickel. She's like, nah, I'm totally full. And he's like, we started this search for food because your stomach is grumbling. You're like, I can eat the biscuits. It's fine. With horrible timing, my stomach begins to growl again. Nickel lets out a chuckle. We could split it. It's okay. I'm not that hungry. Please eat it, Katerina. Oh no, I made him feel guilty. He was busy greeting people, then came straight to find me. He must be starving. I need to have Nickel eat this. Please eat it! Tell him to please eat it. Yeah. I want you to eat this, Lord Nickel. Having something delicious to eat will perk you right up. Thank you, Katerina. I appreciate the sentiment, but I assure you, I'm all right. Aw, I'll take it. Then let's split it. It's a big cookie. What do you say? No, I'm fine. Katerina, please enjoy it. Girl, she trying to split a cookie with you? As like a sign of affection. Eat the damn cookie. He's definitely holding back. It's just like how he acts with Sophia. If it's come to this, I've got no choice. Swiftly cracking the cookie in two, I shove half into Nickel's face. He freezes, eyes wide. I mean, she ain't wrong. He's like, just eat the damn cookie! Here, just one bite. It's delicious. Nickel looks at me and chuckles. Finally, he opens his mouth and eats the cookie from my hand. You're right. This is wonderful. Really? So glad. Yes, thank you. Nickel smiles. How can that smile be so soft and yet so powerful? Soft smiles are the most powerful ones. I can feel my heart start to race, so I throw the other half of the cookie into my mouth. The delicious taste makes me grin. This is so good. Everything on the vinculum is. I'm glad Nickel had a bite too. The cookie really is tasty. If I had eaten it alone, I would have drowned in guilt. Half a cookie isn't enough to satiate my hunger. We should get the rest of the stuff we found. I open the lid of the closest jar. It looks like it's filled with pickles. Fuck yeah, pickles! Wonder what this one is. I open a tin to find emergency biscuit rations. They remind me of the crackers from my past life. Hey, nothing. Saltines are good, man. Oh, then if we combine the two... I stab a pickle with the fork I found earlier and pop it into my mouth with a biscuit. Well, actually, like, Triscuits. I think they're the fire-roasted tomato ones? Tomato and olive oil? Which ones? I can't remember. I think it's the fire-roasted tomato and olive oil ones. Red pepper? No, I think it's the tomato ones. I can't remember. God damn, it's like I don't even know. I know the box when I see it. Oddly. Those ones are really good. Like, you're like, oh, you know, like cheese on a Triscuit, sure, but like actually with like a banana pepper or a pickle. Pickle slices or banana peppers. And then a little piece of cheese. Just adds a little extra. So yeah, okay. But I'm in my brain I'm like thinking saltines and pickles. No. I mean when you've got nothing else, sure, but this is delicious. I think she thinks everything's delicious. I don't think she's ever put anything in her mouth that she doesn't like. Although it has that preservative flavor, it's still delicious. It's still a delicious new combo. Lord Nickel, won't you try this? If you combine them, it's surprisingly good. Please have some. Also, when people say biscuits, I think of like Bisquick biscuits or like Grand's biscuits or something, and then like a pickle, and you're like, it's odd. Okay. I lift the combo to his mouth, and Nickel eats it. Again, he softly smiles. I see. Interesting flavor. Nice. I'm glad you like it. Oh, I think this jam might make a good choice. I want him to try all sorts of tasty treats and cheer up, so I open all the foods we found, and then she's feeding him, and like, this is ridiculous. This oddly colored jam is delicious. What it's made of. Maybe a fruit from Quid? With so many different foods, this becomes pretty fun. More than anything, it's the first time I've done something like this with Lord Nickel. Feels new and refreshing. It's kinda cute. Ooh, smoked fish! There's only one. Here you go, Lord Nickel. Let's split this too. I put half of the smoked fish on a biscuit and lift it up for him. Nickel makes a small laugh and takes another bite. And this is delicious as well. Thank you, Katerina. Phew, I was panicking when he said he hadn't eaten anything at the party. But it's all good now. I just love enjoying good food with friends. I often share my meals with Keith. It always tastes better like that. Come to think of it, do you never share food with Sophia? No, I never have. Do you do this with Keith? I do. He helps me out when I'm getting full, but still want to try more things. That's very like you, Katerina. I've shared food with Sophia and Maria, too. With Sophia as well? Yes. Isn't eating together fun? I'm sure if you shared with her, she'd be overjoyed. After all, Sophia really loves her brother. Sharing, huh? See. When I find a chance, I'll be sure to ask her. Just then, for some reason, Nickel pauses in thought. Maybe he's imagining sharing food with Sophia. Or so I think, as I continue to chomp away at the biscuits. Nickel turns toward me. We're going to go over, because there's no good place to stop. The scene's going, so. And Katerina, let me thank you for always being such a caring friend to Sophia. So someday, if I can... Oh. Oh, by the way, did you like the book Sophia gave you for your birthday? Huh? What's with this sudden change of topics? Sudden shift throws me completely off my game. Yes, of course. Sophia's recommendations are always great. Sophia really reads an impressive amount. Can barely keep up these days. I see. You're right. I struggle to keep track of what she's reading, too. Oh, memory scenario. Oh, okay. It's gonna be the longest fucking part. Because it's like, okay, I figured maybe the scene was gonna wrap up, but now we've got a memory scenario. So we're gonna be here for fucking forever. Whatever. Nobody's complaining. I think at this point we've gotten up to now we're putting one up a day, and everyone was like 2 hour long parts are great every other day or hour whatever. So like you're fine, but it's still like I don't want Nickel's route to be done in 3 parts because they're 3 hours each. You know what I mean? Oh, we have to be Nickel. It's almost Katerina's birthday. One day near Katerina's birthday, I was pondering what to get her. As a daughter of a duke, I thought a gift of jewelry would be the most appropriate, but Katerina doesn't accept expensive gifts. I consulted with Jordo after a chance meeting at the palace, and that's what he told me. Oh, sorry, that was supposed to be Jordo. She won't accept expensive gifts? When I was 9, I tried to give her a necklace, but she respectfully refused. When I asked her what she'd prefer, she told me she liked seedlings. Jordo spoke with a wry smile. Upon speaking with Keith and Alan, I received similar accounts. It seems she really didn't care for jewelry. But that's out of the question. What can I get for her? Maybe she'd accept flowers. But knowing Mary, she'd likely gift Katerina something like that. Out of respect, I wanted to avoid plants and flowers. Maybe a handkerchief, then? It'd be a safe gift, but I had no confidence whether Katerina would appreciate it. If I was to present her with a gift, I wanted her to fully like it. But I only knew of her reading and fieldwork hobbies. It's so funny because it feels like you've been around each other for years. You should know what the other person likes by now. Sophia's intending to gift her a book, but I don't know what kind of book she would prefer. I considered asking Sophia to choose a novel and we could give her the book together, but I found that to be displeasing as well. I wanted to give her something only for me. Yet...
Brother, what are you stressing over?
My sister busted through my thoughts. Oh, Katerina's birthday is coming up, right? I was wondering what to gift her. As I spoke my honest concerns, Sophia's eyes sparked to life.
Ah! For Lady Katerina?
Sophia looked incredibly happy, an expression she never used to make. Ever since meeting Katerina, she'd been smiling more and more. And it was all thanks to Katerina. Because of that, I wanted this gift to be something she would truly enjoy. Sophia must have felt similarly. She looked deep in thought. She started to mutter things like, it'd be best if it lasted and what would outshine the others. For some time, Sophia seemed to latch onto something and looked up.
Brother, why don't you give Katerina a book cover? I'm sure she'd love one.
A book cover? It was an impressive idea, but one I never would have considered on my own. And more than anything, Sophia and Katerina bonded through novels. Katerina, my sister, would often spend hours discussing a book they had read. I felt it was a wonderful choice. That's perfect. I'll gift her a book cover. Glad I consulted you, Sophia. I nodded, and Sophia's eyes glimmered in response as she wished me luck.
Be sure not to tell Prince Jordo.
She addended, saying something about wanting me to take the lead. In that way, Sophia and Katerina are very much alike, muttering to themselves like that. Must be part of why they get along so well. He's totally clueless. As my dear sister's precious friend and mine as well. Intending to spare no expense on her book cover, I began my search at once. However, I found myself unable to settle on any one in particular. Material is of quality, but this color would not do for Katerina. The design's impressive, but the material is lacking. It won't last. I visited bookstores and distributors all over, searching for book covers. After days of searching, I finally obtained one befitting Katerina, and prepared it for her birthday. Katerina, happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
Accepted my gift with a smile. She opened it on the spot and she picked up She picked up the book cover and gasped in surprise. She stared at it, lifting it into the air and exclaimed in admiration. Then at last, she smiled at me. Amazing! This book cover's so beautiful, it almost feels like a waste to use it. Thank you so much, Lord Nickel. I'll take good care of it. Marina's smile was almost blinding. I feel the warmth spread through me. Seeing her smile made me happy as well. Right. I smiled back and suddenly Katerina blushed. Devilish Earl. Devilish?
Well done, brother.
Sophia whispered in my ear. Not sure what Katerina's last statement meant, but it was clear she appreciated the gift. Right. Glad she liked it.
You certainly found a lovely book cover. Where did you find it?
Sophia looked curious, and I played it off with a grin. To be honest, I never found the perfect book cover. Not in color, material, or design. Did you fucking make it? So instead, I made it myself. Cover not found in stores across the world. Oh my God! It's you son of a bitch. Luckily, she had noticed, and Katerina happily wrapped the book Sophia gifted her with my book cover. She looked happy. First gift to Katerina. I was relieved to see it was something she appreciated. Help but adore her smile. Nickel and I continue to talk about my recent birthday. The book that Sophia and the others gave me, the necklace I received from Nickel the year before, and how much I love it. With so many memories between us, we continue to eat and reminisce. Eventually, our conversation moves to events at the academy, Nickel's recent graduation, and my second year. Soon you'll all be entering your second year. I've heard Jordo has been selected as the next class president. Yeah, Prince Jordo's amazing grades. He's a perfect fit for the role. I agree, but I also think you'd make a fitting class president. What, me? Impossible. I barely get by with average exam scores. Exams. You know, the second year ancient text exam's incredibly difficult. Are you taking proper measures to prepare for it? Huh? Seriously? That's my worst subject. Just thinking about classes and my past life and this one makes me sleepy. I usually manage by cramming the week before the test, but then forget everything afterwards. Every exam is brutal. I'm not good with tests either. What are the test problems like? Nickel's a year older. He's familiar with the second year curriculum. I desperately seek a sucker. Nickel laughs. Wow. If you pay attention in class, it isn't so bad. He doesn't understand. That's the hardest part of all! Just staying conscious is a mighty struggle. I'll need Maria to help me again. Studying with everyone's fun, though. And Maria's so good at teaching. Whenever I study with Maria, she often buys me snacks. I really do with a few of those. Oh, you just ate a fucking buffet of weird snacks. Nickel and I continue our small talk as we eat more of the biscuits. Nickel's usually quiet, but right now he's speaking a lot. So, on the exam, he's really working hard to explain the exam to me. Looking at his caring eyes, I realize he's worrying about me. I see. We're trapped in this room, so he's trying to distract me from the situation. I totally forgot about it since I was so focused on snacking. Now I feel guilty. He's so like Nickel as the exemplary older brother. He's the oldest of our group and always looks out for Sophia. When I think back, I feel that Nickel always watches over all of us. I don't know what'll become of us now, but knowing that Nickel's by my side, I don't feel anxious. Rather, I'm actually pretty comfortable. Stomach full, I start to feel sleepy. I think, by the end of spring vacation, Nickel's voice is so soothing. I feel my eyelids getting heavy. I wonder what time it is. It must be pretty late, right? She's talking about sleeping, so here goes the yawn, and I just figure I'll just work that right in. It took us a long time to sneak over here, and I talked a lot with Nickel, so plenty of time must have passed. I wonder if Nickel is full. That's my final thought, and the black behind my eyelids overtakes me. I sleep fast, clutching tins of biscuits in both hands. Thank God, though. Thank God she fell asleep. I couldn't deal with any more of this conversation. Not then like, oh my God, I can't deal with it. No, it's just like, oh my God, we need to wrap this part up. That's the only reason why. Not because I'm not having fun, but anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.